first. Elephant in the room. I lost the first bit of footage showing you how I created my background. So this particular one here is just a demo. I went back and I've re-recorded this section. So yes, this background does look a little bit different to the other one. I actually preferred this one. But I'm just showing you how I did it. So what I've got is my ALDI purchased watercolors, and they're watercolor inks, they're called. And you can get all different brands of these, but they're quite watery. They are, let me have a look. They're called watercolor brush ink markers. That's what they're called. Now, I decided with this particular layout, what I was going to do is pull out my very well used palette. I don't usually use that much on my videos, but I normally just use plastic, and I'm using plastic as well. But this is what I'm doing. I'm just using an old credit card, a piece of old plastic that I've taken from some packaging, and all I'm doing is I am mopping up as I'm going. On my original one, I actually kept using the ink. I didn't waste it. I wasn't mopping it up, but it turns out I love it. I love this effect, and all you need, you could do this with watercolor, you could do this with acrylic, the acrylic based paints that you've just watered them down a little bit. That way, what I really liked about this is the fact that it's transparent. Like, you can sort of see through it. It's not a really heavy medium. So this is how I did it. Just make the color up on the clear plastic, or add the color to the clear plastic. I was on my other one. Once I switch over to the other one, you'll see that the colors are slightly different. But what I was playing with was if I mix them together, what colors could I make with them without them going muddy? And I'll actually pop a photo up. I actually did like little swatches on a scrap piece of cardstock, and just to sort of see how violet, eggplant, purple could get, how blue, green I could get. Could I go right to a teal, like deep teal, or by mixing these colors together? Because these pens were like, I think they were like $6. They weren't expensive. So this is now, you've switched over footage now to the other footage. Don't worry, don't adjust your video. It's still going, it's still playing, but for some reason I was looking for something. What was I looking for? Give me 1 second and it'll come into shot and I'll be able to tell you what I was looking for. Oh, that's what I was doing. I had a phone call come through. So my husband actually, we're having issues with our solar panels. Our inverter has actually died. So we need to get a new inverter and switch put in. So my husband's been very busy working on, we've ended up getting a heap of different quotes, and we've had quotes ranging from like $1,300 to a bit over $3,000. Like, isn't that crazy? Jeez Louise. All I could think of at the time was rip off. And then I thought, maybe I should make my daughters be electricians, because holy moly, they can sting you for a pretty penny. Woo! Not real happy about that, but anyway. So he's organised that. We will get our inverter sorted out. And the good news about that then is our solar panels will be paying my power bill again. So, okay, so all I'm doing here, the reason I'm using a brush now instead of, this is my title, okay? I want to use the same effect to colour my title, but I'm coming in with a teal. Now, anyone that does anything with any form of mixed media knows that if you mix blue with orange, you're going to get brown. You're going to get mud. Red with blue, you're going to get mud. So what I've mixed up here is a teal colour, just to cover over the white bits that I can see poking through where my Cricut has cut out my title, which you can see there is "You Colour My World." So I did do an offset. It was a 1.11 millimeter offset. So it turned out really good. I absolutely, sometimes when you sit back, sorry, my chair's a bit squeaky. I've literally just stopped and it's the evening. I've just had dinner, just had a shower, and it's time to stop. Picked up our gymnast, and yeah, so I'm in mellow mode now. Okay, what I'm adding here is my mica sprays. I thought I'd just sort of daub it on there, but then I thought, maybe I want a little bit more mica powder on there. I wanted them to have their own little bit of shine. So, and because obviously these inks are water reactive, I'm trying to minimize the blobs and whatnot. So I gave up and I sprayed it with my white mica spray. So that's my original background that I created. So as you can see, I created couple of different greens. So more of a yellow green, more of a grass green, the blues and the teals, and then the reds with the orange, and then there's a bit of pink in there. So I wasn't going for a rainbow. I was just blobbing on colour. So, and I thought it turned out really nice. I absolutely love this layout. Let me know down below if you like it or if you're going to give it a go. It is so simple. And it cost pennies to make this. Okay, of course you need a Cricut if you're going to cut out the title like that. However, so now I want to do a black border around it purely because I absolutely love that look. I really do. That complete black and white contrast. I think it makes your colours really pop. And even though the photo is of our daughter, who's obviously quite young, I think she was 3 in these photos. I just love how this turned out. Sorry about my head there. Okay, so I pulled the middle out of that background border piece so I could use it to matte my photos basically. So what else can I tell you? Well, I've told you everything that I've used. So what do you want to know? I will let you know that at the beginning of November, from the 1st to the 7th, I will be having a giveaway. Now, this giveaway is to say thank you to all of you out there, all my subscribers, all the people that make the comments for me. I absolutely love reading those comments. This is Moon Dust. I did not write that down. It's Ranger's Stickles glitter gel, and it is called Moon Dust. That's the one I used. The one bit of advice I can give you with that: do not swipe over it twice, because the gel activates the ink and you'll end up mixing it up. If you want to mix it up and that's what you want to do, go for it. Just be mindful that it will reactivate your ink. So if you're swiping across a blue and a yellow, you're going to end up with some green on your page. That's just a heads up. Learning curve. I know a lot of people have asked me about different colors. What goes, what doesn't go, how do I, all that sort of thing. That's something I can tell you straight up. Be very careful when you're putting blues next to oranges, because you're going to end up with mud. And what else can I tell you? I'm absolutely bamboozled. I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh, I can't even think of it. It's all right. Doesn't matter. So, what has been going on? I've been busy in the background working on a giveaway for my 800 subscribers celebration, and we hit that, guys. Oh, can you believe it? When I set out, because I've got time to say it in this video, I'm going to let you guys know that when I set out at the beginning of the year, it was a little bit of a whim. Obviously, I love scrapbooking, right? Clearly. But I really wanted to create a channel that was going to be able to teach people in a fun way, not in a demeaning way, not in an over-edited final cut situation where everything's cut out, you don't see any mistakes, everything's airbrushed and perfect. None of us are airbrushed and perfect. Newsflash, if there's any younger people watching, everything is edited to the point of ridiculous. And I wanted to create a channel that was not edited beyond whatever. I want to be able to create something in such a way that was serious overkill of glue, by the way. I finally fixed my glue tip and now it comes out really quick. You do not need that much art glitter glue, even over the top of glitter and glitz and paint texture paste. You don't need that much. That's why it's so affordable. One, it's not cheap to buy, but the amount you use is so much less that it lasts forever. If you're in the market for some, jump over to, I get mine from Crazy Craft Obsession, and Cass and Jacques have an online store, and they're super punctual, and they've recently started stocking the art glitter glue, and the little fine tip works a treat. So if you want some, jump over there, and they will be happy to help you out. So all I'm doing is putting together my title. Now, I decided to raise it up because I raised up my photos. There's not a lot going on in the way of embellishments in the background. The title kind of is the embellishment. So, because as you can see, it's literally just a massive color burst. And I love it. I absolutely adore how this turned out. And it really suits this particular child as well. So, it's awesome. Now, I did mention to somebody in the comments the other day that I am working on a live setup. So, I would be able to scrap live. This is not something that's going to happen in the next month, but I'm working on it in the background, and it is something that I do want to get to the point where I can do lives, and people might be interested to watch how my brain works, watch how my brain doesn't work. Some days that's how it feels. But yeah, so I am working on that in the background. My amazing husband is helping me with all the tech side of things because I am technologically challenged. I've obviously got a grip on how I can record and edit and all that sort of stuff, and I can do that now, and I feel so accomplished for doing that. But something I did want to say to you guys, and if you're still here at this point, thank you. I truly, sincerely, 100%, every fiber of my being, absolutely thank you. You have no idea how... Well, I can't say you have no idea. You might actually know. You know what? That was very presumptuous of me. I do suffer from depression, and the last couple of years have been a bit of a kicker, and my health is not always 100%, but I choose not to focus on that. I choose to focus on the positive. And that is what my scrapping has brought to the forefront for me. I want to share what I do with everybody so they can hopefully, it might be the little bit of a pick-me-up that someone needs that day. And I am more than happy to be that person. And with a giveaway coming up, that's even better. So here's the close-up, guys. That black that I just sprinkled on there was my ink that I got from KMART here in Australia. It was dirt cheap and it stays jet black. So there it is with all its glittery, colourful goodness. And I have done a bit of journaling on there. Look at that. You're proud of me? So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around. If you have not already subscribed, I know there is quite a lot of you that are jumping on and watching but not subscribing. It is free. Costs you nothing. All it does for me is show me how many people genuinely appreciate what I'm doing. So if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe. That way you'll know when I drop another video, and I do 6 videos a week, every week. Thanks for watching, guys. Chat soon. Bye.